Greetings, my name is Darian Alexandra Fordham. I'm going to talk to you guys today about J. Cole's recently released album, For Your Eyes Only. I'm a huge fan of J. Cole, so I decided to do this review. This album is about J. Cole's deceased friend James, who died because he was caught up in the drug dealing game. And J. Cole is lucky enough to get out. He would have been caught up in it if he hadn't seen better opportunities. The album starts off with For Whom the Bell Tolls, where J. Cole talks about how he's doubting the Lord and he's lost faith in the world and how he just wants to die. This is kind of alarming considering we just saw his performance on Jimmy Fallon talking about Be Free, and he talks about how he doubts his faith in this and that. And then he's on Jermaine's Interlude on DJ Khaled's album. He talks about how he's going through depression and that. And now, in For Whom the Bell Tolls, he talks about how he wants to kill himself, this and that. So it's like, I'm looking at J. Cole like, do we need to talk? Like, come on now. Because it's like my favorite rapper, that would be terrible if anything were to happen to him. So the song starts off where it's like car keys and he's getting out of the car and he's walking, and then it's raining outside. He's talking about how he wants to die, how he's lost faith. It's really eerie. It's odd. It's an odd song to start off the album with. And if this is from James' perspective, his deceased friend, it's still kind of eerie. So then the album goes into Immortal, where he brings up the reoccurring thought of what a real inward is. And he talks about how real inwards don't die, but legends live on, so real inward means a legend. Then he talks about how there's only 3 options for a black man. It's either sell drugs, play sports, or become a rapper to make a living. So J. Cole obviously chose the rapping life, and his friend chose the drug life. After Immortal, it goes into Deja Vu, where either James or J. Cole, or they both, are put into a situation where they're at a club, they're eyeing this girl, and they try to get at her, but then she ends up having a boyfriend. But then she, despite the fact that she's in a relationship, she's like debating whether or not she's settling with her boyfriend or if she can get bigger things with J. Cole or James. And J. Cole's talking about, well, I'm making moves, I'm doing me, I'm going to get out of here. You can wait for me to come back and pick you up, and you can just catch up and you get on my level after you're done with him. And this song is rumored to be called Deja Vu because of the song on the warm-up where J. Cole was in the same situation where, he was hitting at this girl and she had a boyfriend, and, the same thing. So it's Deja Vu. Then it goes into Ville mentality, and this is something that I really like when J. Cole talks about, because it talks about that small town mentality where you grew up in a certain place, you stayed in a certain place, and didn't really acknowledge any other ways of living. You're just stuck in this same cycle, and you're going to grow up in this place, not really take the opportunity to go out and learn from other places and come back home and then implement those styles there. Ville mentality, he talks about how the cycle is, like, with drugs, because Fayetteville, North Carolina is, I wouldn't say it's known, because I didn't know, Fayetteville, North Carolina is known for its crime and drugs and violence and this and that. So Cole is like, if you stay there, that's all you're going to know. So you might as well just get out and learn that there's more to life than that. But a lot of people don't see it that way, so they stay in Fayetteville and they grow up there, they sell drugs, they die. The next generation, stays there, sells drugs, die. So he's talking about, like, I'm not gonna have that. And J. Cole didn't. But in the perspective of James, he did end up in that cycle. So he was selling drugs and doing what real inwards do and trying to get that fast money for his family. J. Cole, on the other hand, he went off to school. James cut school to sell drugs. J. Cole stayed in school, did good, got out. She's Mine Part 1 is one of my favorite songs on the album, where J. Cole or James, or them both because their lives are parallel at this point, talks about how they found the one. they found the girl that they love, and he starts off the album with doubting faith in the Lord, and then now he's met this girl who's changing his perspective a little bit, giving him a little bit of motivation for the future. And cool, she's everything that I wanted. I finally met her. I'm gonna settle down. And so then they settle down with this, or they're girls. She's optimism. She is what they're like, yes. Like, she motivates me. I'm gonna do better. Then it goes into Change, which is my newly top 3 favorite songs on the album, where he's now trying to say, wow, I believe in God, there's hope. And he talks about his transition from being a boy to that Bill mentality to turning into a man and seeing that there's more out there than drugs, violence, and money. Like, he wants to be a man and provide for his family and do the best that he can. Also in this song, it reveals how this album may be about his friend James, where after the first verse on the tail end of the song, there's a reporter that comes on the television. It's like, this man has been shot, and J. Cole talks about how he was with his friends, a gun popped up, everybody started running like cockroaches, and he was running and he didn't look back, and he ran all the way home. The reporter came on the TV saying that his friend James died and was shot on the concrete. It's pretty sad because the song is really optimistic. It's like, yes, I have faith in the Lord now. I'm going to do better. I'm going to get out this cycle. And then it goes, oh, but James died. Which is ironic because they have a parallel life. And James decided to sell drugs. Now he's dead. And then J. Cole decided to stay in school and do good. And then he's still alive till this day. So in Change, there's a part where J. Cole talks about how he should have been dead. He believed that God had a path in life with him, that he was in a car and he was bullet shot 3 times and one hit the gas tank. And if the bullet hits the gas tank, that means the car's gonna explode and you're gonna die. It didn't explode, he didn't die. He's just thanking God, and he's like, God put me on this earth for a reason. After Change, it goes into the song Neighbors, which is a really funny story about how J. Cole has this studio where it's in a really nice neighborhood. It's a really nice house, and he built a studio inside the house where the Dreamville rappers go and they record their album. J. Cole was gone on vacation one time from this house, and the neighbors were really suspicious of a whole bunch of black guys hanging out at this house. So they believe that the black guys were like, how could the black guys afford this guy? Blah, they must be drug dealers. So they called the police, and the FBI raided J. Cole's house. And J. Cole came back like, really? Like, I'm a rapper. Like, I can be successful too. And basically, he's talking about how you can achieve so much in life, but the way racism is set up, they'll never look at you as anything more than what your stereotypes to be. And that's just that story. It goes into Fold and Close, which is very underrated because a lot of people don't like this song because they're like, oh, all he's doing is talking about fold clothes. Well, this song is actually about how he just wants to do good by his girl and how his girl motivated him to change and do better and live a healthier lifestyle and do bigger things and go out there and reach his full potential. So he just wants to give back to his girl. He wants to fold clothes for her. He wants to make her feel good. He just wants to do the right thing. And J. Cole talks about how he cheated on his girlfriend and everything. So I think this song is just for her to show her that he really appreciates her for sticking by him through the ups and the downs and just being by his side for so long, because him and his girlfriend are college sweethearts. Or is it high school? I think it's college sweethearts. Either way, they've been together for a long time, for over a decade. Imagine what J. Cole has been through trying to get to fame, and then he just gets overwhelmed. He cheats. She's still stuck with him. Like, she's a ride or die chick, and shout out to her. So he's just like, look, I want to do the right thing with my girl. I want to spoil her for once. You know, just return the favor what she's done for me. She's been by my side. And then that's what also James probably felt about his girl. She probably did the same thing for him, but he was already just caught up in the cycle. And then the album goes into She's Mine Part 2. And This is cute because James had his daughter at 19. He had just got out of jail. This song is like featured in the hospital, and the baby is crying in the background. And then a remix to She's Mine Part 1, because She's Mine Part 1 is about the wife or the girlfriend that she's finally mine, I'm in love. And now it's She's Mine Part 2, and I'm in love with my daughter. So cute! So She's Mine Part 2 talks about how he believes in God, and God made this beautiful girl to come in my life, and I'm in love with her, and I want to do right by her. I want her to have a different lifestyle than I've ever had. I'm going to provide for her. I want to be the father, a better father than I was ever given to her. Because unfortunately, James' dad was murdered, and J. Cole's dad left him at a young age. So he's just like, I want to be the best to you. I want to love you. I'm in love with you. You're perfection. You're so pretty. You're beautiful. And a daddy-daughter bond is everything. So my favorite song on the album is For Your Eyes Only. Now, For Your Eyes Only is just, it finally ties the knots together. The type of album that you listen to for the first time, you think that you know what it's about. Oh, J. Cole is saying this, and then you listen to For Your Eyes Only, and then it's like, wow, he's actually talking about his friend. And then you go back and you listen to it, and then you pick up the hints where he's talking about James. And then you're putting it together like, this isn't J. Cole just talking, this is J. Cole talking about his friend who got caught up in the cycle. But then you listen to it for a third time, and you're like, wow, J. Cole is talking about how his life is parallel, and how everything was the same up until a certain point, and then the path started looking different. But then again, he lives on, because J. Cole ends up having a daughter too, and having the same feelings, but it's parallel but different, because J. Cole chose to stay in school and become a rapper, and James chose to be caught in the drug deal and stay in Fayetteville, and J. Cole went to New York. So it's weird how similar their lives are, but how different an outcome that they had. So For Your Eyes Only, it's about how you can get caught up in that lifestyle, and how it brings up the real N-word and what it is. And he's like, basically, what James did in his life, what drugs didn't make him real, being hard didn't make him real, him having, sex for the first time didn't make him real. What made him real is that he loved you, that he wanted to provide for you, and he wanted to be a changed man for you. That's what made him real. And his recognition of that. And it talks about how James had a premonition. Like, James wrote this song to his daughter for just in case he died. Like, he wanted to tell his daughter how much she meant to him, and like, look, I messed up in my life. I took the wrong track in life, and you came into this world, and I wanted to change, but it was too late. I want the best for you. I want you to go out. I want you to find someone ambitious and someone who's not caught up into this cycle, and I want you to have better than what I ever could have been for you. And it's loving, and it's just a great song to wrap up the album. And when you look back at the album and the masterpiece and how he put it together and how he told this story, it really makes you think about morality and what you put first in life, and how one thing can change the outcome of your whole life, and how you choose your path in life. Like, J. Cole got out of it. They grew up in the same neighborhood, grew up with the same circumstances, but Cole said, I'm going to stay in school and I'm going to do good, I'm going to get out. James said, I'm going to just stay here, hug the block, get fast money, and then unfortunately James died and J. Cole made it out. I'm not the type of person who thinks you have to have a certain type of intelligence to listen to Cole, because I do feel like it's easy to understand is whether or not you choose to take that advice that he gives, to choose to listen to the stories that he tells, and motivate you in your life. So this is why I'm a big fan of J. Cole, the way that he told this story, and it's beautiful. Thank you for watching. My name is Darian Alexander Fordham. I will be doing more music reviews. Just let me know. If there's anyone watching this, just let me know what you want to hear, and I'll do it.